What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to work on a 2003 Chevy Tahoe. Also, GMC Yukon, Chevy Suburban. There's a bunch of them that have this same, the 1500, the 2500, 3500. They all have this same grill headlight system for around the same years. We're going to be upgrading those to these. They have the halos, but we're also going to put in some custom LED bulbs that you'll see here. We got highs, lows, we got blinkers, we got a little bit of everything. Don't order the cheapest ones you can find, because then you'll run into lots of problems. These headlights, they come with the lower, because the lowers on the truck are separate. So we'll be doing some stuff to these. And to make these work, we will have to do some custom work on the back side of these lights. Because of the connector, we're going to actually have to Dremel this hole out just a little bit in order for those bulbs to sit down in there, and then we can get this over and clamp them. And then we got some special wiring that we're going to run for the halos, which I did make sure that these worked beforehand, but who knows. But these wires, we're going to run these to the daytime running connection, so these will run as daytime running lights. Now, for starters, we took the cowl off already. The cowl has these little pop clips in them. These little suckers here, everybody knows them, everybody hates them. Took a bunch of those out, took the cowl right off the top of it. Now we're going to take the headlights out. Now the headlights, come with me, I'll show you, these are easy. These headlights literally just have these little bars. Just pull them out. And pop it out. Pop it out past the grill. Bada bing, bada boom. And that's it. That's all it takes to get the headlights out of this thing. I know that's crazy, right? Now, the reason she wanted to switch it is because she was given these headlights with the truck when she bought the truck. And they never worked right. I don't know. And when I got in there, I noticed that there was a whole lot of something going on here. So we're going to try to mess with this a little bit. I may have to get a whole new connector. We'll see what happens. But we're going to basically take these. These are going to be negated, which these are brand new, so shouldn't keep them as backups. But these right here, sometimes work, sometimes don't, because of the connections on the back of them. And I'm going to try to figure that out. I'm pretty sure it's this connector, though. And then we'll swap out these bulbs here, and we'll put everything back together. So just flip, flip, slide it up, slide it up. Pretty easy, right? At least I did something right. And I usually too easy to work on because I was stupid about things. Dealership, we all know that rule. But the headlights are easy to swap out this thing. I'll get my big fat hands in there. Alright, so now we're going to do these bottom ones. Now these things are pretty cool too. Instead of having little bars, they actually got a little clip down here. I want to show you this clip. See this clip right here? I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Push that in. You literally just push that in. And it pops loose. And then it's kind of on a little hinge deal. This actually just hooks in there, and then we'll just pop the light out. Bada boom. Alright, we're going to take this one out now. Pop this loose. Up and out. Up and out. And up and out. We got the two bottom light lenses. They're old, a little foggy. Probably because they didn't seal up all the way. A little moisture in there, but no big deal. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put these new ones in. It's a little simple click. And then a click right here. This one goes in like that. And then this one we're just going to reuse later, or to seal it up. And we're going to use the wires that came off it for the daytime runners for the halos on the other side. And I'll show you that here in a little bit. But for now, we're going to go ahead and pop this back in here. Put that down in that groove. These up out of the way. And voila. New light is in. A little dirty. Probably should have cleaned it up, huh? Alright, so we had to do some custom modifications, like I said. So we're drilling out these holes. I'm using a 31/64 bit. It'll be different with every headlight, every bulb, because not all the bulbs are going to be shaped the exact same. So for this one, we had to use a 31/64. But all I'm doing is, and yeah, kids, this is dangerous, so be careful. Makes a pretty good mess. Oh wait, this is the wrong bulb. Let's see. These bulbs here. The balls are pretty much the same shape, but just to be careful. There it goes, just like that. So you got to do that on all 4 holes, and then what we'll do is we'll fire up the air compressor, and we'll blow these out, get all the rest of the dust out of here, and just a matter of putting everything back in and calling it a day. Alright, so we're at the point where we've got the bulbs in there. Now you're going to have to fight with these clips. I did. You will too. You have to bend them around, make them link. But they'll hold them in as soon as you get them in there, okay? Also, on these LED lights, here's something we do definitely want to show you guys. On these lights, if you look, it's kind of hard to see, but there's an actual positive and a negative. You have to have them positive and negative. So yellow on this truck is the positive, black is the negative. If you don't have them hooked up that way, they will not work. Okay? And then we're going to hook those up, and then we're just going to hook up our daytime running lights, which we know which wires are which on this. And the blue on the truck happens to be the positive that we know about. And lock that into place. And the black on black. Pretty simple, pretty basic. And we're just going to slide this heat shrink tube on it just so that they don't touch nothing and ground out. We're not actually going to heat shrink it over it, but kind of a precaution. You could use electrical tape if you wanted. Alright, so that concludes the wiring on this. We got them all wired up. They look great. Both of them are in. They all work. The halos work as the daytime running lights. That was a little debacle. Just so you know, a lot of these trucks on the dash will have a little sensor. If there's not enough light outside, you have to trick it by throwing a flashlight on it and covering it. And then it'll say, oh, it's daytime, so I can turn on. Otherwise, you'll think, we chased for 45 minutes. We chased a wiring gremlin and then realized it was just that stupid sensor was just, anyway. But the daytime runners work as the halos. The blinkers are working. We are going to convert these blinkers again later. The old daytime running lights, we're going to make those blinkers as well later. But and then the high beams, low lanes both work. And I believe she's going to order some fog lights later, but that's for another day. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share it.